Picture this. It's a random Thursday evening at 8:14 p.m. You're standing in line at the grocery store holding a basket with nothing but chicken, eggs, and a small cold brew coffee. Your phone buzzes in your hand with a standard notification from your bank app. You swipe it open, and your stomach sinks because you already know what it's going to say before you even look. Your balance is exactly $34.12. And you're sitting there staring at the screen thinking, "Wait, didn't I just get paid last Friday?" You work hard, you make a decent take-home income of $3,500 a month, and you don't even buy flashy things. But every single month, your money seems to vanish into thin air like a ghost. So you open YouTube, look up how to manage money, and you see someone telling you to track every single penny on a complex color-coded spreadsheet. Or worse, someone telling you to stop buying your $6 morning coffee if you ever want to own a home. And you're sitting there thinking, "I just want a simple system that actually works without making my life feel like a prison sentence." Because here's the cold truth most financial gurus won't tell you. Standard budgeting spreadsheets fail over 80% of the time. Not because you lack willpower, but because your brain is literally wired to hate them. When you try to track every single dollar manually, you create friction, and friction creates psychological fatigue. Eventually, you forget to log a $14 lunch, you feel guilty, and you drop the whole system entirely. So in this video, we are going to fix that forever with a dead simple strategy called the 2-card fix. It requires 0 spreadsheets, takes less than 20 minutes to set up, and automatically stops your paycheck from disappearing. My name is Rabbi, and this is Money with Rabbi. If you want to master your money without giving up the things you love, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's start with a simple truth that completely changed how I look at personal finance. The biggest flaw in your current financial life isn't how much you spend on groceries or Amazon. The flaw is structural. You are forcing your brain to make too many daily decisions. Think about how most people manage their money right now. Your paycheck hits your primary checking account on Friday morning. Out of that exact same account, your rent of $1,500 gets deducted. Your $60 Wi-Fi bill, your utility payment, and your streaming subscriptions come out of it too. Then, you go out for dinner on Saturday, swipe the exact same debit card, and pay $45. When everything is mixed together in one big digital bucket, your brain plays a dangerous psychological trick on you. It looks at the total balance right after payday and says, "Wow, look at all this cash. We are doing great." But your brain completely forgets that half of that money is already spoken for by bills that haven't cleared yet. Psychologists call this mental accounting, and it's the exact reason you feel rich on Friday and broke by Wednesday. Now you might be thinking, "Rabbi, I try to keep track of my bills in my head so I don't overspend." I get it, but relying on willpower is a losing battle. Data from behavioral science shows that humans have a limited amount of daily decision-making energy. By the time you finish a stressful day at work, your mental battery is completely drained. When you walk into a store, you aren't doing complex math on your phone to subtract your upcoming electricity bill from your current balance. You just see a number you swipe, and you hope for the best. This is where the 2-card fix comes in to save you from yourself. Instead of trying to change your human behavior, we are going to change the layout of your accounts. The strategy is exactly what it sounds like. You are going to divide your financial life into 2 completely separate cards, with 2 completely separate jobs. Card number 1 is your fixed bill card. Card number 2 is your lifestyle spending card. Here is how it works in real life. Card number 1 stays completely at home in a drawer, or tucked away safely in your wallet. You never, ever carry it with you to a restaurant, a bar, or a grocery store. The only things attached to this card are your non-negotiable monthly expenses. Your rent, your car insurance, your phone bill, your electric utility, and your basic subscriptions like Netflix or Spotify. Think of this account like a secure fortress. Money goes in, bills come out, and nothing else touches it. Then we have card number 2, your lifestyle spending card. This is the only card you are allowed to put into your Apple Wallet or carry in your pocket when you leave the house. When you buy a $7 cold brew, it goes on this card. When you meet up with friends on Friday night and spend $65 on dinner, it goes on this card. Every single miscellaneous expense in your life goes right here. Now you might be thinking, Rabbi, how does just separating my cards stop me from overspending my paycheck? Totally fair question. The secret isn't just having 2 cards. The real magic is how we automate the funding process. Let's use a real example with real numbers to show you exactly how this looks. Imagine you bring home exactly $4,000 every single month after taxes. First, you sit down for 10 minutes and add up the exact total of your fixed bills. Let's say your rent is $1,400, your utilities are $200, insurance is $150, and your phone and subscriptions total $100. That means your absolute fixed monthly baseline cost of survival is exactly $1,850. Next, you look at your financial goals. Let's say your target is to save and invest exactly $400 every single month. Now we do some very basic math. You take your $4,000 take-home income. You subtract the $1,850 for your fixed bills fortress, and you subtract the $400 for your savings goal. That leaves you with exactly $1,750 for the entire month. We take that $1,750 and divide it by the 4 weeks in a month, which gives you roughly $437 per week. This is where the entire system locks into place. You log into your banking app and set up a recurring, automated transfer. Every single Monday morning, exactly $437 is automatically transferred from your primary account over to your lifestyle account. Now, think about what this completely eliminates. When you look at your phone on a random Tuesday afternoon and check your lifestyle balance, you don't have to think about your rent. You don't have to wonder if your electric bill cleared yet. If the card shows $150 left, you know with 100% certainty that you have exactly $150 left to spend until next Monday. If you spend it all by Thursday night, you eat whatever is left in your pantry for 2 days. But the most beautiful part? Your future is completely safe. Your rent is already paid, your savings have already been put away, and you did it all without counting pennies on a spreadsheet. Let me tell you a quick story about a guy named Marcus. Marcus was earning $4,500 a month at an insurance firm in Chicago, but his bank account was a chaotic mess. He tried 3 different budgeting apps, but he always felt restricted and quit after a few weeks. He felt like he was working constantly just to watch his money disappear into random transactions. I convinced him to set up the 2-card fix using an online checking account for his spending money. For the first 2 weeks, he hit his limit early and had to decline a couple of weekend drinks with friends. But by month 3, something remarkable happened. He stopped opening his app with anxiety. He paid his bills on time, his savings account crossed $1,500 for the first time in 2 years, and he told me something that stuck. He said, "Rabbi, it wasn't the extra cash. It was knowing I could go out for dinner and not feel guilty about it. It was finally feeling like I was the one controlling my life." That's the entire point. True financial control shouldn't feel like a punishment. It should feel like freedom. Because if your system relies entirely on you being perfect every single day, your system is broken. The world's best institutions don't rely on willpower. They rely on automated guardrails. When you automate the baseline, you free up your mental energy to focus on what actually matters, increasing your earning power. Now, if you want to set this up today, you don't even need to switch banks. Most traditional banks allow you to open a secondary checking account online for free in under 5 minutes. Alternatively, you can use popular modern digital banks like Ally Bank, Chime, or SoFi to hold your lifestyle spending. The mechanism doesn't matter. The absolute separation of the two accounts is what creates the psychological shift. Stop letting your subconscious mind treat your entire paycheck like fun money. Give every single dollar a designated home before it ever enters your wallet. So here is your challenge for the next 24 hours. Log into your primary banking account, look at your last 30 days of statements, and find your fixed survival number. Open that second account or order that second debit card online. Then, set up your first automatic weekly transfer, even if your weekly spending budget is just $50. Once you've done it, come back to this video and comment, "Card system set up and my number is X." Because when you write it down and commit publicly, it stops being a nice idea and becomes a real system. One day very soon, you're going to open your phone on a random Thursday evening at 8:14 p.m. You'll see your balance, you'll pay for your groceries, and you won't feel a single ounce of dread. And you'll realize that the money isn't the biggest thing that changed. You are? If this video helped you think about your daily habits a little differently, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I want to know what you think about this strategy. Do you prefer spreadsheets, or are you ready for a simpler approach? Let me know down in the comments, because your path to real financial peace starts with a single automated decision.